Hi everyone! Today I'll be showing you how I make coffee cookies. This is not just regular coffee cookies because I will be adding cardamom, a spice. So it will have unique flavor. And for these cookies, you will be needing 1 cup of flour plus 1 tablespoon, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and here I have vegan butter, so it's a bit expensive. You can substitute it with margarine or vegetable shortening or the yellow vegetable shortening that will taste like butter. Or if you're not vegan, you can use butter obviously, but I have vegan butter here. And you will also need maybe 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla and a pinch of Himalayan salt. Over here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of chia seed. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can substitute it with poppy seeds, it's as you wish, and a 1/4 teaspoon of flax meal. So let's get to it. First, we will be adding the dry ingredients. Again, this is 1 cup and 1 tablespoon of flour, a 1/4 cup of sugar, a pinch of Himalayan salt. You can use regular table salt or sea salt, it's fine. Just a pinch. 4 cardamom freshly crushed. 4 cardamom freshly crushed. A 1/4 teaspoon of flax meal. 1/4 teaspoon of instant coffee granules. 1/4 teaspoon of chia seed. This is optional. This is optional. What you want to add actually just the coffee and the cardamom, but I like adding stuff. Just put in there and mix it. And then we will be beating the butter so it will be a little smooth. With the vanilla. Now we're gonna beat the butter. For the butter, I'm gonna add additional 1 tablespoon of sugar because the end result, the cookies will be dipped in dark chocolate. So if you want it to be sweeter, add 1 tablespoon of butter. If not, just beat the butter alone. 1 tablespoon of sugar. So let's get to it. I have some of the packaging there. Don't need too smooth, just enough until it's mixed. And we're gonna add about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. This is optional as well. If you want a strong flavor of cardamom and coffee, you don't have to use the vanilla, but otherwise. And then add the flour mixture in, bits by bits. You can use it with wooden spoon or with your mixer as well. can also use standing mixer if you want. And that's about it. We'll be back after I clean the table. Once the mixture is ready, you kind of want to mix it with your hand or spatula, but hand is better, so that you won't miss any lumps here and there. Can you see the coffee? It's pretty good. And also the chia. Now what you want to do is make it as a lump of dough. So then we can roll them. Just gather them together to make the lump of dough, and then it's ready to be rolled. I may have forgotten to tell you how much the measurement of the vegan butter. It was 115 grams, around 113 or 115 grams. Now that our dough is ready, we're just gonna roll it flat. You can divide the dough and roll it bits by bits if it's easier for you, but if you're too lazy like me, because that will take a while, just roll it when they are this big of a lump. And I have prepared a round circle cutter. Obviously you can use any other shape, but I like the circle one. You don't have to roll the dough very thin, just enough, not too thin, not too thick, because if it's too thin it will burn. If it's too thick it will not cook in unison. So just when you think it's enough, then you are good to go. Can you see the coffee and the chia? It's lovely. We're gonna bake this cookie at 350 degree Fahrenheit preheated for about 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes in convection oven, okay? Just pull the sides that isn't cut with the cookie cutter. You can re-roll it and cut them again, and put these cookies on an aluminum foil lined baking sheet. Okay, you can hear my son starting to talk to the camera. I might have to stop this for a bit, but you get the idea, right? Just put it on your baking sheet and get ready to be baked. Due to the nature of butter, oops, I kind of crooked. nature of butter, where it's kind of very melty when it's on in room temperature, and you might find it a little hard or sticky to roll. You can use double parchment paper to make it easier, okay? I'm just gonna fix that a little without re-rolling. Ha! Ta-da! This will be needed when your cookie sheet is not too big, so you're gonna have to use about 2 cookie sheets. But otherwise, when you have a big cookie sheet and it can hold the whole cookies, you don't really need the help of another parchment. And if you're using vegetable shortening, you will also need another parchment, because vegetable shortening stays solid in room temperature. I like using vegetable shortening, but the other day I found this vegan butter and I'd like to try it. I'd like to try on this cookies. Once the cookies are baked, you want to cool them on the cooking rack until they are totally cold before we dip them in chocolate. They smell beautiful due to the cardamom. I like adding spices on my cookies. So I'll see you in a bit once it's cooled down. Now that our cookies are cooled down, we're gonna dip it in chocolate, and what I have is dark chocolate, which is vegan, melted with a teaspoon of coconut oil, 30 seconds intervals, stir, do it again when it's still needed until it's totally melted. So grab your cookie and just dip it one side only. And put it on parchment paper. We're gonna wait until the chocolate firm up. Just dip it one side. So it's gonna be a nice two-tone chocolate. I mean two-tones cookies of chocolate and vanilla. Chocolate and white, chocolate and vanilla. Just dip it and wait until they firm up. That's about it. Ta-da! Our black and white cardamom and coffee cookies are ready to be consumed. Enjoy! Yum, yum, yum.